So we are 8 months removed. Well, Hurricane Sally landed on September the 17th. Stayed here 3 days. So let's say September 20th. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So 9 months removed from Hurricane Sally. The rest of the siding was put on our house, at least on this side, that was taken off by Hurricane Sally yesterday. So again, here we are on the cusp of another storm. Right now, the storm is moving north-northeast at 14 miles per hour. And the latest radar infrared loop I saw indicated that you could see that there was a center of circulation forming a little bit more to the north than was drawn on the kind of the disorganized system throughout updates since yesterday. But it looks like there's a little core forming, but super close to land. So what does that mean? Probably not going to strengthen much more, but we should get a name out of this potential tropical cyclone. This should become Claudette prior to landfall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the house real quick. Again, if you watched my Hurricane Sally videos, if you haven't, go check them out. They're quite fun to do. But all this was torn off. So here's what it looks like on this side, in the front side of this house. So the wind's supposed to be coming out of the southeast, and that's the direction that pelts the corner of this house and what tore the siding off and the corner of the house off in the first place. So we still have no siding on the front, so this is going to get punished with driving rain and wind this evening, and I can feel it already picking up now. Now this is the other side of the house. This side wasn't torn off, but just now starting to be worked on, and they tore all the siding off. So now, luckily though, this is on the leeward side, not the windward side of the way the wind's going to be coming in this evening. Anyway, so hopefully the wind doesn't come directly out of the south or out of the southeast, because if it comes out of the southeast, it's going to get really punished on this side. Anyway, so as we walk around the house, I did my best to pick up any stuff underneath the house that I knew I wouldn't want to lose, because high tide in the morning is at 8:50 a.m. I couldn't move all this by myself. The wife and kids are in Mobile picking up one of my sons from a military camp that he's been at all week. So a lot of this stuff, the weights, the bikes, I don't have anywhere else to put it. The storage sheds are full. Right now the tide is falling, and it's already higher than it was earlier today. You can see the wind, my trusty weather tree up there. See it? The rain is relatively steady. I don't have my rain jacket on right now, my trusty rain jacket. I can't find it, so I have to get Carla to find it for me. Kind of upset about that, but that's okay. This kayak I'm fixing to put up, because that will disappear and float away. I think one of the workers left that here, but he has no idea. He's from Oregon. He has no idea that thing will be floating in the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow morning, because that water will be probably, I'm guesstimating, about ankle deep, waist deep, maybe underneath this house. So we come around the front. So my tomato plant, I didn't plant it there. A seed fell from upstairs and it actually grew, so I kind of cordoned it off. So this is facing Mississippi. So Mississippi is in that direction. Mississippi that direction. Gulf of Mexico right over that tree line. Back to my east, Florida as the crow flies, and my north to Mobile. So this is the side that we would face if the storm was kind of meeting us head on. The storm is coming in from that direction, and then the worst part of it is the eastern side or northeastern side, and that is where we are. So I'm going to check out some graphics, some models, and get prepared for some of these really heavy rain bands to come on shore. Oh, I forgot the front side of the house. So if the wind were to come out of the west, it should not do that. It won't, but so I've kind of got the plants and kind of everything on this side as not to blow down, but we don't have siding here yet either. So anyway, let's check out what this thing's doing. All right, here's a quick look at the latest infrared loop. All right, so let me pull the pen up. Let's get the color red going on here. I like the red. All right, so we are here in Dauphin Island, Alabama, right where I put that red dot. We're waiting on a name for this storm. Why is that? It's because there is no defined center of circulation at the surface. This video, you can see there is a beginning of a wraparound. Now, I understand that this is a eastern side lopsided storm. In other words, the meat of the storm is over here, but it does look like there is a core at least trying to form. So I think we'll get a name out of this storm. It's very close to the coastline of Louisiana, and it will just weaken that core from then on. But the meat of the rain precipitation is here off to the eastern and northeastern side. What's up, Ryan Mason in Mississippi? You're in for a fun night. But it's definitely, in my opinion, going to get a name. In comments, by the way, if I'm wrong, if this potential tropical cyclone does not get a name, be the first person to call me out on that, and I say it will get a name, and I'll send you $20 US by PayPal or Venmo or wherever is convenient for you if I'm wrong. So anyway, let's see if that 4 o'clock update has come out and see if we're going to get that name. So the 4 o'clock advisory was just released from the National Hurricane Center. The 4 p.m. Central Standard Time update has just been released. So the pressure has dropped a little bit. It was at 1,007 millibars, and now it's 1,006. So it's strengthened a little bit. It wobbled just to the north, so it's not moving north-northeast anymore. It's moving due north, and it picked up speed, 16 miles an hour. So if you do the math, this storm is located 125 miles south of coastal Louisiana. If you divide that by 16 miles per hour, you'll get about 7 hours. I still think that we'll get a name out of this one. You can already see behind me the rain's picked up. But this is going to be an interesting night. I do forecast tomorrow morning underneath this house there is going to be water well into my yard. So that bulkhead down there is going to have water not only over it, not only into the grass, but underneath the house. So potential tropical cyclone number 3, tropical storm Claudette, in my opinion, that will happen by 7 p.m. That's my forecast. If I'm wrong, call me out in comments. But let's see what happens between now and then. You can see it's definitely picking up a bit, and I'll keep updates coming now at this point that we have rain bands coming on shore. Let's go! Come on! Excited! Let's get down! As long as my siding doesn't blow off again. All right, see you soon. Take care. Peace.